Hey Darshan, just wanted to show you what I've got working on our circuit. Um, it seems to be up and running now. Not exactly clear on what the problem was before, but it was something to do with these switches. Um, I had to add in these resistors um, for on this part of the to ground them. Without that, some strange things was happening. Like this light would be off, and then when I triggered one switch or both switches, either one, it would turn on. But then when I turned both switches off, it wouldn't turn off again. Anyway, I'm not sure what it was, but should be up and running now. So just to give you a quick run through. Um, so we've got I should mention that both switches are in the low voltage position. The circuits that they both make are open. Just thought that would be better as far as power saving, that they would spend the least amount of time possible in the high voltage position. In any case, we'll get started. Let's say our water level is up here above the upper switch, top switch, and as it evaporates, it drops past this switch, triggering the float. You can see that we do not have our solenoid opening yet. Water continues to evaporate and ends up finally triggering the lower float, which then triggers our solenoid. So water then begins filling back up in, and this first lower float is triggered and turns back to the low position, so that circuit is now open. But you can see that our solenoid stays open and we continue filling the reservoir with water until we reach the top float, at which point this float, which that circuit has been closed, is now opened, and you can see that this this causes the solenoid to close that valve. It does not matter if only one switch is triggered, whether the upper float or the lower float. If only one is triggered, it does not open that valve. If they're both triggered, and then one is turned off, it does not turn off or close that valve. So they both have to be triggered to open the valve, and then they both have to be triggered to close the valve. Anyway, so it looks like the circuit is up and running as far as what we need. What I don't know is if we need to check voltages or current or resistance across anything, just in preparation for the components. We'll probably have to do more of that when we have the physical components and we're getting those ready. But if you want to take a look at this, tell me what you think. We can get started ordering the parts and go from there. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you and get your input, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.